Well, hello, my beautiful Aries. This is my brand new channel. I am Yet a Pearl, and I welcome you so much to my space here. I'm so grateful to be able to provide to you this reading, this wisdom from your angels, your guardians. They channel that through me. This is not from me. The message comes through me, and I tend not to filter anything. I don't interpret anything. I simply say it as I receive it. And so all of this is for you. This is a general reading, so for some of you, some parts of this will not resonate. Take what does resonate and leave the rest, and that is perfect. I'm so very grateful each time you hit the like button, every time you share or comment, and certainly when you subscribe. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get right to it. Let's see, what messages do your guardians have for you for this reading is for the first 2 weeks of June, so the 1st to the 15th of 2021. Let's see. So we'll start with some fairy energy. Whoops, okay, that's just a flipper mess on my part. Okay. All right, so guardian angels, spirit guides, archangels, the creator, and we're asking of the fairies and the crystal world. We're asking everyone for all your combined input, and we're looking for messages for Aries for June 1st to 15th of 2021. So here we go. We're going to start in a minute. The angels take their time. They make sure that they're getting just the right message for you. And I have discovered that it doesn't work to try and rush anything. So we just ask and we wait. And there we go. We're beginning. Okay, so we're going to take 3 of these cards is what I'm hearing. That is generally how I do things, is 3 cards of each. Occasionally they want more, and so I listen, of course, and I pull more then. So let's just see, what else do they want us to see today? And so my intention always in my cards is to read in the upright. If it comes out, in the reverse, I simply change it and turn it, and that's how it goes for me. That's my intention. Oh, okay, there we go. I knew that was going to come up. I saw it. Okay, so let's begin, and then let's see what else wants to come here. The goddesses. Very good. Oop. Too much there. Ooh, okay, so here's number 1. Here's number 2. And so this is a general reading, and so I do not tend to do the past, present, future spread or anything like that. This is occasionally it will tell me timing and things like that, but this is just for the next 2 weeks, right? Okay, so here we go. So it looks like, it feels like there's something that you've been wanting to begin. It's a new project. Maybe it's a job that you're wanting to apply for. So they're telling me that has not happened yet for most of you. But you need to know that right now you have the power. Anything that you're thinking to start right now, whether it's a project of your own, or whether it's a job, or whether it's a move, or anything that's a new thing, you have the power to accomplish that. Now is the golden time. Now is the golden time. So get your butt in gear is what they're saying. They're kind of doing, that motion of them kind of kicking you forward. Come on, let's go. You've got it. There is no need to hesitate. There's no need to think that you cannot accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. So they do show, some action required on your part, right? It does not necessarily come to you just magically. You will have to do some steps, but it is one step at a time. Just start. Just start, and then make sure you take the second step and the third step. And each step will become very obvious to you as you go along. And they're really saying that there's no need for you to know what step number 30 is until you get closer to it. So all is well. Just if you feel like you don't know enough, then by all means, research things and look it up and ask the people who've done it already, and all that kind of stuff. But definitely you need to get started. You need to get going. There is so much beautiful fairy energy in here. This lovely little girl on her tightrope, and she's going along confidently. It's beautiful, and all the butterflies, and that they just want you to start. They just want you to start, because that's how everything gets accomplished, right? So it currently is spring, well, almost summer. And so now is the best time to be getting going on these things. It's a very fertile time of year. So, if you're gardening, now's the time. The seeds are all sprouting and beginning the growth of all these things. And that is equally true of your desires, your projects, your things that you want to manifest. What are you manifesting? And are you doing it deliberately? That's part of this message as well. So, your thoughts and your emotions are what drives your manifestation. What you're thinking about, the manner in which you are thinking, and the emotions that you're experiencing, those are what drive your manifestations. So if you are very sad all the time and feeling like, you just don't have what it takes, and that kind of feeling, well, then for sure you don't, right? If you can, as soon as you can find one thing that brings you a bit of energy, that gets you moving, that helps you smile, that helps you realize that life is happening and now is the time to have that life and to live that life, then the more things will come to you. And it's a general thing, kind of, so your positive thoughts and your willingness to action, your ability to bring your emotions higher, your vibration higher, those are the things that will bring the good things to you. And the emotions need not be about specific things. The emotions can be, in general, you feel happiness more. And that brings more things which make you feel happy. You see how that works? And so this is the emotional healing that they're talking about. That feeling of stagnant energy is coming to an end. It is time for that to be released. It's time for you to know that you have everything, that nothing depends on other people making you feel a certain way. It depends upon yourself understanding that it's about you. It's not about anybody else. So people who have treated you poorly in the past, who have hurt your heart, it's time now to say, okay, that happened. That person was obviously in a bad place themselves to behave in such a way, but their behavior is their responsibility. Your feeling is your responsibility. So no matter what they say or do or or how they act or how it felt to you at the time. Now's the time to recognize that their actions are only their actions. Your response is something entirely different. Your response is your responsibility. And so you're the one who gets to choose how you're going to feel about that behavior. So they're showing me that there's been a bit of time and distance, since a bunch of that happened. And so it makes it a little easier to distance yourself from it and to come to terms with it, to say, that's not mine, to say that's somebody else's. And so you can cut cords with that. I will leave directions in the comments below on how to cut cords. Please do that. That will just make you be able to go forward unencumbered. Yes, which is so much better. Okay, and so along with that, you have to be receptive, right? So all those, the going forward fearlessly, what's been stopping you so far, it appears, is emotion and how you felt from, treatment from a certain someone or perhaps several someones. It could be a whole lifetime worth of that kind of stuff. It's up to you to get in a spot to be able to receive the goodness which is around you and to stop receiving the treatment which brings you down. If necessary, you remove yourself physically from the situation. And you most certainly remove yourself emotionally from the situation. And realize that again, it's up to you to do this. So when you receive, because your angels say, like, you're never alone. They are always with you. And they are always offering you the high vibration. They're always offering you complete love, complete acceptance. And so the more you allow yourself to receive that, the more you allow yourself to know that you are already perfect. You can choose to change your behavior in some certain instances, and that's good, that's lovely, but there's nothing inherently wrong with you. You are a beautiful human being. And so the more you can receive those positive messages, that knowledge, the higher your vibration is going to be, and then the better you will be. It's beautiful. As you continue to be able to do this, and they're showing me that you are doing this already, and so they're just sending you even more encouragement to continue, to keep going. Everything is happening as it should, and it's all beautiful. There's no need to force anything. And so as you continue to be able to release the old garbage, the more peace you will feel. That's what you've been craving. That's what you've been searching for, is peace. If you hadn't, for some of you, you haven't really recognized what exactly it is you're looking for. It's peace. The ability to take a deep breath and know that all is well. That is peace. And it's yours. The more you do this work that they're talking about, the more peace is yours. Yes. And you will be able to, once you achieve this for yourself, which you are, it's a gradual thing. This is not a, one and done, right? It's a consistent and constant growth within yourself. And it looks good on you, The more you do it, the more beautiful you become in all ways. And the more you do it, the more you pass that on to those younger than yourself. So that could be your children, it could be your siblings, it could be your friends. But those who, when I say younger than yourself, that's, you know, certainly often it's, in the years and things that we count age in, but it's also in the things that each individual has learned so far. And we all learn our things in different times, right? So there's things that maybe a 4-year-old in your world knows that you are just learning. That's perfect. There's also things that you have known for a long, long time that people many years older than you don't know yet. That's also perfect. Each of us learns things, comes to things to learn them in their own divine timing. And, there's no way to do it wrong. If the learning comes to you, the lesson comes to you, and you're not ready for it, well, that's fine. It'll circle around and it'll come back at some point. And, you'll learn it when you're ready to learn it, when you're able. You can't learn it sooner. So the timing is always exactly how it should be. But so as you are able to release your past traumas, your learning and your healing will positively impact all those people around you. It's lovely. The High Priestess. So here it's along the same lines. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So, some people, when you say the word spiritual or teaching, or even when we're talking about divine and priestess, things like that, you have these, like those are trigger words for some of you. Try and just switch that to whatever your preferred language is. Like some people have trouble with the word God, and they prefer to use the word creator or spirit or the universe or something else. So just change any of the language to suit yourself because it means the same thing. And so the more you can make it resonate with yourself, the more you hear and understand the messages, which is exactly what you need, which is exactly what all of us need. And so when they talk about your spiritual gifts, so I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a marking at her third eye. It's a crescent moon at her third eye. So the spiritual gift in this particular picture is the ability to use your intuition, the ability to receive your messages from your guardians. So the more you develop that, the more you can speak about that with other people in your tribe, sort of, We all have people around us who are not receptive to that, who say, oh, yeah, angels, poof, that's, now you're talking religion and stuff. Angels are absolutely not religious at all. They are not affiliated with any particular religion. And so the way it feels to me is each of us has our own guardian angel, and we were each born with those guardian angels. Some of us acquire more as we need them. Some of us stay with the same one or two that we start with. But we all, as we learn about our guardians and the way we receive the messages, it really, really helps us as well as other people to be able to speak about it a little bit and to say, my guidance is this, or I'm being told to do this. And, if people say, who's telling you? Well, my spirit guides, my guardian angels. And, some people will not be receptive, and that's totally fine. They don't have to be. And so for those people, if you choose to not bother, to certain people you can tell when you're wasting your time talking about that they are not receptive. Totally fine to just keep your silence. Or you can talk about it. Other people you already know are more receptive. And so then to talk about it and have a conversation with like-minded people is really a magical thing. And it really helps with your understanding. Yes. So what a fabulous message for you today, Aries, for the first 2 weeks of June 2021. You've got the power. Anything that you want to get started doing, get going on it, do it, because the world is your oyster right now. Now is the perfect time. And you've been doing so much inner work and clearing so much old garbage out, old traumas, old belief systems, and you're being recognized by your guides for all that work you've done. And they are honored to be able to help you continue that and do some more of that kind of growth and spread it around. Spread the enlightenment around. More people than you realize need that right now. Okay, so we'll leave that there. I will just ask you to assist me in sending beautiful healing energy to the whole world right now. As always, we need it, don't we? So we'll just send love, and we'll send forgiveness, and we send good health, and we send acceptance of other people. That's really, really lovely. And so the more we send to the world, the more we can all heal together. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.